Good evening, beautiful people.
Bam.
Nando Talk, Red, White, and Bills. The absolute best time of the week for everybody. It's weekly picks with the Bros, Volume 4. Nando, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh man, what a week of football. Long night, but hey, the little pre episode chat always brings my spirits up, man. So thank you. We're doing a lot better now. We're good to vibe. Good to talk some good football, man. No stress for me, like the Dolphins are on bye, so I'm really gonna be able to enjoy and dive deep into these games for once, man.
Oh yeah, bye
How you doing,
weeks.
bro?
I'm doing pretty good. Same old. It's been about a month since we had true Buffalo Bills football, so it's been kind of stressful and rough. But as you know, adversity, it makes or breaks you. And I definitely think we got the right pieces, coaching staff and players to overcome it. But while you're enduring the adversity, it obviously blows. But but
Amen.
it'll be all worth it in the end. But I mean, that game yesterday, obviously, we skipped the Thursday night game this week, but I kind of figured it'd be like that where you know Derrick Henry will just run all over you. He'll pass all over you now, apparently, too, throwing touchdowns. But Tannehill was, protecting the ball, not really putting it into harm's way, minus that one pick. But I mean, these Titans, they seem like they're not going away. They want that one seed again. They're like, we screwed it up last year. They started off 0-2. Now they're 7-3. So I mean, you can't count these guys out, but I think it's safe to say the Packers are done.
No, yeah, the Packers really the nail in the coffin. I've got a buddy who's a Packers fan, and it seems like every single week in our group chat he said, "Okay, now the Packers can't lose a game for the rest of the season," and he did it again this week. And I was like, "Yo, shut up, bro, please! Like, it's over." Like, I love Aaron Rodgers. I used to love Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, he used to be my favorite quarterback, and over the years, that love has started to go down a bit. And now, honestly, this season it's not even there anymore, bro. Like he's immortal, bro. Like he's a mere mortal now. It sucks to see.
He came down.
He really has come down. He's old, bro. He doesn't have the pieces and the weapons around him. Like it was Christian Watson is having like a crazy little run, but aside from that, they've got nothing over there, bro. Like it really sucks for Rodgers, bro. Like it's probably not all his age. It's probably also weapons, but he's no longer. I'm Aaron Rodgers. I can overcome and
Right.
win a game no matter what. Like it's now like I'm not really afraid of the Packers. Like when we play them on Christmas Day, bro. Like I'm really not afraid.
Oh, it's on Christmas. It's on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve.
Christmas Day, bro. The 25th. It's gonna be a nice time at home, bro. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm going to the game, bro. It's gonna be a nice one.
Oh, for real? Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Nice Christmas gift.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, I think half my buddies are selling the tickets, bro. But like the half that is going should be a fun one, bro. Should be.
Oh, dude, that's sick. Yeah, I was just thinking like I would love to live right next to this, or close to this, enough to the stadium where you could go to many games. And we're just for fun. I was looking at Detroit tickets because we're playing in Detroit this week, and
Okay.
it's cheap as frig there, dude. It's like $40. It's like the cheapest ticket. I'm like, damn.
Wow.
If I was a Lions fan, I live right by the stadium. I'm going every single week for $40, having a good ass time, and just having a great time tailgating and watching the games. But I mean, they're also getting another week of revenue this year because they weren't expecting another team to play there this week.
Yeah.
So that's another extra week for them to get revenue. So that's pretty good for them. But yeah, I mean, to recap a little bit of last week, just real quick, as you see at the bottom, everybody, before I even get into that, like the video, subscribe to both channels, Nando Talk, Red, White,
Please
and Bills.
do.
We love talking football. We love your interaction. We couldn't do any of this without all of you people subscribing and giving your time to us. So we really appreciate that. But you read the banner correctly. I was very close to being 500, but luckily, or under 500, but luckily the Washington Commanders took down the Philadelphia Eagles. So I finished the week 7-6, which was an awful week. And then Nando came in at 8-5. And again, a lot of the similar things for us.
Let's go.
We had You had the Steelers winning. I had the Saints. You had the Colts winning. I had the Raiders. And then what else was different? You had the Eagles. And then that was really it. We both had the Seahawks. We both had the Bears. They both lost, and the Bills lost. So, and the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, I think we always usually only stray away like two games, man.
Yeah,
So
that was a you're taking the lead down with what is it? Now here's the standings.
let's
3
go.
games now. So I told you make up some ground. So
Time to catch up, baby.
very close. I love it. I love the competition. But this week's games, there's a couple good ones and a couple bad ones as always. So let's get right into it. Eagles versus the Colts. The Eagles just took their first L. Now are they gonna be like the Steelers of 2 years ago when they went 11-0 and then they lost 4 in a row? I think they lost 4 in a row. Or are the Eagles gonna bounce back against a Colts team with a rookie quarterback starting? How do you feel there?
Jeff Saturday, baby. We keep rocking, we rolling, bro. Like he's got the energy. He's gonna change the culture out there, man. And Jim Irsay's probably so pumped that he didn't fall flat out in his face, man. They beat the Raiders, and that's what you want to see. The nice little start in the right direction. They themselves could now fall flat, and it's not like the Eagles could very well go out there and absolutely steamroll the Colts. I'm gonna go with Saturday, man.
Ooh,
Let's
the
rock, bro.
upset first game. All right.
Starting spicy, bro. Starting
Let's
spicy,
go.
man.
I like that. I like that. I'm gonna pick the Eagles just because I got a different upset in mind this week. But I could easily see. I mean, again, I'm not talking bad about the Eagles because 8-1's insanely good. But you've seen them in the recent weeks struggle against lesser opponent when you could tell that team's not even close to the Eagles level. And the Colts are like that in a way. But then you got Jonathan Taylor running, and you saw how Damian Pierce ran against them. You saw how they got ran on by Brian Robinson and McKissick. So it's possible. I mean, we had JT ran 5 touchdowns on us last year. It can happen to anybody. So
And Jonathan Taylor's coming back, bro. He's starting to cook
yeah,
again, man. He finally looked like himself last week, man.
it was good
It
to
could
see.
happen, bro. And if Saturday keeps trying to put that emphasis on the run, ooh, baby, you know that offensive lineman wants to run the ball, man. You know he
Oh
wants to
yeah,
use Jonathan Taylor.
and you remember that the clip when Peyton Manning was yelling at Saturday. He's like, quit calling the friggin' plays. And he's like, we got to run the friggin' ball. So he wants to run the
He
ball.
wants to run the ball, bro. And like, I think he's just re-inspiring the team, man. You saw, like, I don't know if you saw, like, there's like Quentin Nelson, like, try to scoop up the ball and he try to like run and like barrel over people, trying to score TD. Like, one, like, you connect some obviously on as a football player, as an offensive lineman, but it's also like this guy knows what I've been through. Like, let's rock, let's go for the team, man. And
Oh yeah.
that's enough to generate a couple wins, man. It might not be sustainable for the whole season, but they're still in that sweet zone, man. They can ride that wave.
Oh
I
yeah.
could see the Colts pulling off that upset, man.
Yeah, I definitely could too. That's a good pick. And I think there's,
I gotta catch up to you somehow, man. So I gotta stray away from the grain sometime, man. Woodson, what is up, boss? Thank you for tuning in, man.
what's up, Woodson? Thank you for tuning in to us. We appreciate you tuning in late if you're on the East Coast. But let us know your picks in the comments. We'd appreciate
I got
that.
Colts. Red, white, and Bills got Eagles right now. Well, we'll be going through along the games though. You just started off on the first one though, so you're good to rock, man.
Oh yeah, perfect. Miami. There you go.
Miami, exactly. Miami's.
We'll get that one out of the way.
We'll lose this week. That's all I know, man. There we go, baby.
You could win the bye week by being smart, nobody getting in any trouble, nobody getting hurt, having fun. That's how you win the bye week. So I can see that happening for sure.
Well,
And
there are certain games that I want the Dolphins to win, so that's partially going to impact my standings.
yeah.
Just fair warning. I'm gonna little maybe not go with the head, but with the heart a lot this week. That's what the bye week's
like
for, man.
CB83, what's up, man?
Vince, take a CBD3. What's good, boss? Just got home, man. Hope you had a good episode today, bro. I ran a little bit longer at school than I thought I would, man. But I'll check it out on the replay, boss, man. Thanks for tuning in. Got a little weekly picks right now, huh?
Finn's winning out. I remember when Stephen D said that last year, and it was right. So it could happen. You never know.
It could be
You
a
never
fun
know.
time, bro. It could be a fun time in Miami, man.
Winning out, man. That sounds good. That sounds
Sounds
good.
beautiful, bro.
But
Next
Bears,
game?
Bears
Yes.
Falcons, baby. So
The
I mean,
Bears.
we were both pretty high on the Bears because their offense has surged to a new height. Justin Fields is actually top 5 in total touchdowns right now, believe it or not, after
Mm.
his rough start that he had. That's pretty insane. But obviously their defense is lacking because they traded away Roquan Smith. But the
Rock
Bears
Quinn
offense
too.
is yeah, and yeah, Quinn as well. But their offense is looking pretty scary. And the Falcons, I'm still like really iffy about them because it's like one week they want to come into play, then the next week they're looking like bums, and you're just like they're still in the playoff hunt. But I just think the Bears offense is just going to be too much for them to handle this week. And Justin Fields is going to go for 5 total touchdowns. I don't know,
I
whatever
like
passing,
that.
whatever rushing, but I'm going to say 5. He's going to go
Okay.
off his best game of his career. I got the Bears.
And he is a kid unleashed. It seemed like Fields at one point was just falling behind from the 2021 draft class. And all of a sudden, like he is literally shot to the forefront of that quarterback like class. And it's pretty wild to see. Okay. On the strength of his legs, for sure. He has been asked to pass too much. He doesn't have passing touchdowns. I mean, more like yards, but it's crazy. Like he's doing exactly what you want to do in almost in like a tanking situation. You want to see great promise from your offense, great promise from your young quarterback, and still lose the games. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's exactly going perfect for the Bears. Like they can't, as a Chicago fan, like I'd be happy knowing that my draft stock are increasing, but that I
Mhm.
have still promise in this future. Like it's not like, geez, like we're gonna have to pick a quarterback. No, Fields is balling. We just lose because we suck, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, like
Now
so.
they're the first step in the rebuild, baby. You got
That being
your
said, bro,
quarterback.
that's what I'm saying, bro. That being said, I want the Bears to keep that trajectory, bro. We're gonna you pick the Bears, right?
Yes.
All right, baby. We're riding the Falcons, baby. Mariota.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
we're going to. I think the Bears are just going to keep up that. Like, I don't know if it's like on purpose, but they seem to be playing competitive, and then they just lose. You know, like
Yeah.
so. It's hey man, Bears keep up that work. That's what you need to do. That's play competitive but lose games, bro. The definition of a true good tanking team, bro.
Oh yeah, and I think like you mentioned, he's doing it without really a true number one, a not that great offensive line. So when they
Yeah,
go into the
Claypool
draft,
and Mooney are both twos. Like,
yeah, and when you go into the draft next year, you're gonna be like, well, I can get I think they got like 2 first round picks maybe, or they had a lot of picks, but maybe 2 first rounders. But now they can be like, okay, let's focus on more weapons, offensive line, rebuild the defense again, and they could be pretty scary in a couple years. But yeah, you're right. They are
which I'm
kind
happy.
of they are kind of in that tank mode, but they're trying super hard. So it's like, are they taking or are they just who knows?
You won't be able to get a lawsuit on them or suspend
Right.
them or
That's
accuse them of
right.
anything, bro. They're that's what I'm saying. If they are tanking, it's a master class job, bro. Like,
Absolutely. You couldn't
and you
even
keep
freaking
the
tell.
fans happy too, man. Like, I don't know, bro. Like,
And it's funny because when they were like, what were they at one point? They were like 500 at one point, but before they traded everybody away. They're
yeah,
playing better now, and
it's
they're
wild.
losing. So it's
Like,
like it's
I thought
it's
they were gonna
perfect
punt.
timing.
I thought they were gonna punt on the season, but I thought it was gonna be like when we played they played the Dolphins. I was like, oh, dude, like this is gonna be, well, it's gonna be,
Super
we're gonna
easy.
steamroll them, bro. And then when they played so well against the Dolphins, it had me a little nervous. Like, Jesus, are the Dolphins this porous? But it was no. Then Justin Fields just torn up every single team he's playing over the last couple of weeks, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's just they're on fire with no defense, and it's the perfect situation. Like, it's
So now they're
just
probably
working out for
thinking
them,
like,
bro.
"Damn, why we get rid of our best defensive player?"
Right. They'd almost be like, tank it. Like, why? Maybe we could have made a push or something, especially with the NFC. Oh, I mean, I was gonna say the NFC North looks weak, but the Vikings are tearing it up, man.
Well,
So I
think
don't know.
think, dude. The seventh seed in the NFC wild card is 5-5.
Mm.
So and they're 3-6. Who knows? They could
Yeah.
have they could have had a shot, but
Too
I,
much of a
I get
risk
it.
though, bro.
I
The
get it
draft
though.
picks, man. The
Yeah, for the
draft picks.
future. For the future, I get it. So here's a game that benefits both of us, obviously. Jets versus Patriots. The Jets coming off a bye. The Patriots also coming off a bye. The Jets also haven't beaten the Patriots 13 straight games. So I know for me, I'll let you take this one first, but for me, I think it's you know, they're both coming off buys. It might be a kind of slow game, but I'll let you pick first before I go.
My friend, I need the Patriots to beat the Jets. So unfortunately, I will have to be rooting for the Patriots this week, and it's gonna suck. It's gonna be tough.
Again, because we did it last time.
I know, man. Thankfully, the Jets are my least favorite of the four fan bases. Mainly because I have a couple Patriots friends. I went to Syracuse, so I know a good couple of Bills people. And hey, Red, White, and Bills. I know you, my friend. So it's. I have not met too many Jets fans that I really get along with, man. Like
I hear you.
There's some that I can friendly banter with. That's pretty much the extent of my friendliness with most Jets fans go. You know what I'm saying? So it's not too tough for them to root for a loss. But if there was some way I can get both these teams to lose, that'd be the best thing of all time. But we're riding the Patriots.
Yeah, I got the Pats again too. I'm just the kind of guy that's like, like a win streak like that, you got to pick the team until they lose. So, like when we had the 7 on you, I'm like, well, I'm going to pick no matter how good the Dolphins are. I'm picking the Bills until it happens, and then we lost. So it's like now there's no streak anymore. But the Jets have been owned by the Patriots, no matter what, no matter how good the Patriots have been or the Jets have been, they just can't seem to beat them. And for me, I would have to go with the Patriots as well because we lost to the Jets, haven't played the Patriots yet. So if we win and we're 7-3, and the Jets lose, they're both 6-4. The Jets are in last place, so it looks good. And then we play the Patriots, after we play the Lions on Thanksgiving. So that's our first stretch of very important division games. So, I hate saying I got to root for the Patriots.
No. Adam's got it perfect, man. Yeah. You just got to root for a Jets loss. That's how I got to see it.
That's a good point, man. Thank you for that perspective.
That's the only way I'm going to survive that game, man. Because I'm just going to go to a sports bar. I'm just going to watch I usually, if I'm watching Dolphins, I try to avoid. I would go to specific bars. That way it's only a Dolphins game. I'm going to go to just Twin Peaks, man, so I can watch just a bunch of games. The only way I'm going to survive that Jets-Patriots game is knowing I don't care about those people in blue, okay? I'm just rooting for a Jets loss. Boss Man Q, what is up, man? Yo, I'm going to totally butcher the pronunciation of this, but Q, what is up, man? Can I get a shout-out for my Toa Samoa team? Rugby team playing for the Rugby World Cup Grand Finals tomorrow.
Damn.
And
Chee-hoo. Don't forget the Chee-hoo.
I'm gonna try it, bro. I saw Tua do it earlier, so I'm gonna it's like Chee-hoo, like something like that. Yeah, Q. I hope I got that right just for you, man. But yeah, good luck, Q. I'm gonna be watching that, man. I have no clue how to watch the Rugby Finals, man. But it's another thing I'm gonna do enjoying the bye week. I'm gonna watch rugby. I'm gonna watch the World Cup on Sunday, Sean. Like it's gonna be a good mix of sports weekend for me. So Q, let's go for the Toa Samoa rugby team, baby. Let's do it, man.
Good luck.
I hope I didn't butcher any of that, but be wrong.
Appreciate you tuning in. That's really cool.
Yeah, man. He's a good one, bro. He's a Steelers fan, bro. But a good Tua fan, man. Yes, boss, man. Hi, Q. I hope I got that semi correct, man. That was fun.
I'm sure you killed that. I'm sure you did great, man.
Ooh.
All right. Commanders versus Texans. Man, the Commanders are flying high. I mean, dude, I was watching the game with one of my best friends. He's a Cowboys fan, and he went to Madison Square Garden. Izzy was his favorite fighter. He got knocked out. The Bills lost. The Cowboys lost. So he's like, man, we had a shitty week. Come watch football. So we're like, I was like, I bet the Commanders to win. So let's go. And obviously he hates the Eagles because he's a Cowboys fan. But we're like, oh, they're playing great. They're gonna blow it though in the end. And then Heineke has the ball, right? And he's about to take a sack. He just takes a knee. I'm like, what the frig is this idiot doing? And then it was the smartest play ever because he took a knee purposely. And then he got hit late after he took a knee and they got the flag. I was like, yo, how is he that freaking savvy? And then you're listening to the broadcaster, Joe Buck, and he's like, he slept on his sister's couch. It's like, why you got to air out his life like that, dude? Just like, he probably didn't want everyone in the world to know that he was sleeping on his sister's couch. Like, come on now. But
yeah, man, they have some reaches sometimes, man. It's kind of wild.
like with Najee Harris, or I forgot the guy's name. That one, the short guy with the gray hair. He was like, when he went to Alabama, he elected to sleep on the floor instead of the bed because he grew up sleeping on the floor. He goes, I never said that shit. What are you talking about?
He's like, where'd you hear that from, bro?
He's like, of course I slept in the bed when I went to Alabama. What are you saying? Oh man, but the Commanders, man, they're in that spot where they're like, okay, we're not going to win the division. We're not going to win the division, but we got a chance at the wild card. And this is a very winnable game to be 6-5. You know, things are looking pretty up for you. The Texans, they've shown spurts of playing pretty decent, but end of the day, they're 1-7-1. This is a game, even a 5-5 team, you got to handle it. So I got the Commanders again.
I got the Commanders as well, bro. Like they've got their groove right now with Heineke. Like I think even when Wentz comes back, you've got to stick with Heineke. Like
until he loses, yeah.
Until he loses, yeah, exactly. You can even pull the old little, Wentz is he's gonna be a backup right now. That's he's only healthy enough to be a backup. Oh, okay. And then in the worst case, you do put him up. But damn, EM Baller, Dolphins #1 in the East, baby. Good to go, EM.
Buddy.
But yeah, like so, they got to rock with Heineke right now. The Texans are young; they've got some decent pieces. Like I'm not totally. I think Davis Mills is a decent young quarterback. Damon Pierce is a violent runner, very fun to see, and Nico Collins is also a nice like wide receiver too. But they just don't have the firepower, I think, to win most games. The Commanders, man, Terry McLaurin's nice. Their run game seems to be clicking right now.
Brian
Washington, bro. Brian Robinson's a dog. Yeah,
so good. Like, man, he was he was running the shit out of the ball. I'm just like, keep giving him the ball. Like, don't even pass the ball. Just like, let him get it every single time. You could tell he was gassed. So he's what he had like 20-something, 30 carries maybe.
Oh yeah, man.
Hey, he was making it happen. He was making it happen. Made some great plays.
He got like shot like 10 weeks ago, man. He's a monster, bro. He's a monster. Like, you gotta be guys too. It's crazy, bro.
Anyone would be lucky to have a guy like that on their team.
He's a beast. No, he's amazing. Like, great on him, bro. I'm glad his career is thumping away, man. Hopefully he's running in Washington for a while.
Nothing but the best for him.
Hell yeah.
But now we got the lowly Rams, who were on the top of the top, and then all of a sudden you lose Vaughn and OBJ.
Definition of Super Bowl hangover.
You still think you're going to repeat back to back, run it back, and then Cooper Kupp goes out with an injury. Hopefully he heals well, and wish nothing but the best for him. But they're 3-6. They're probably done too. You're out your best player. He was your whole entire offense, and you're going against the Saints, who again have been really injured, but they showed they can play really well. They have an elite defense, and I don't know. I just can't see the Rams mustering up offense against the Saints defense, and it's gonna be a low scoring, close game. But I got the Saints here.
Oh yeah, that's an ugly game, man. Like that team was only alive because of Cooper Kupp, and now Ben Skronek or whatever gets to step up. Like it's not the same without him, bro. Like Stafford's definitely looked a little off all season. Definitely, these guys are beyond Super Bowl hungover, man. This is like I don't know.
They gotta go to the XFL.
Your first ever like time going to someone's wedding, bro, as like a 17-year-old man. You wake up the next day and you're like dead, bro. Like this is how hungover the Rams are, and it's carried over to this point. They're so injured. You give me the Saints, bro. It's been tough for the Rams this season.
The Saints, yeah, man. I mean, hey, they got the ring.
So, yeah, at least they got the ring, bro.
They got the ring, but
at what cost?
I mean, here's the thing about the Rams. Like, they've been trying to be all in for years with McVay. They don't even have a first round pick till like 2030. They give away all their first round picks, and it's like you got the one ring, but when you consistently want to be good, you want to be able to win a Super Bowl and then be a competitive team and possibly go back. You don't want to just win it and then be done. Like,
exactly.
My Washington Nationals, we won our ring and then we traded away the whole team. We traded away our best players. And then now we're, going to be buns for probably like 5
Want it
years.
to continue.
Yeah, but you want to be able to win or be close to winning and then continue that with, the people you draft and, the right moves you made and then be a consistent team competing. But the Rams, if they failed, in
Well,
that
the Rams
sense.
just don't draft anyone. That's the thing.
Yeah, they can't because they traded them all away. But
Tyler, what's
yeah,
up, by the way, boss? Thanks
what's
for
up,
tuning in,
Tyler?
man. It's been a while since I've seen you, man. Thanks for tuning in, bro. But
Nando's crew be showing out on these. I love it.
yeah, dude,
I
the
appreciate you
Dolphins
guys
fans are
coming in.
bodying you, Sean. I even try to show a little neutrality. I mean, I can't do anything about the room,
I know
bro,
they
but
can do it. They got it. It's a dual show, so they can come in and they can talk that talk. They're in first place, so not until we get there. You guys can talk all you want.
Tyler's a legend, though, man.
Oh yeah, I'm hung up on that Cleveland versus Baltimore. I mean, Dalvin cooked them on the ground. Who's to say Chubb and Hunt won't? Yeah, man. I mean, any given day, Chubb and Hunt, they can go off on anybody. So that's a dangerous duo they got there. Yeah, we're going to talk about that actually now, Q, because that's the next game. Browns versus Bills. Nando is that dude, Woodson. Just had to repeat that.
Always Woodson. Thank you, boss man.
Browns versus Bills. The game, I mean, I got friends I do pods with that they show me videos of their backyard and like their cars. The snow on top of their car is literally taller than their garage.
Adam's in Buffalo, bro. He says he just finished shoveling, bro. That's insane.
It's probably like 6 feet, Adam. Like, damn.
Oh my god.
I live in Utica, like 3 hours away. We got dusting, luckily. But I mean, as a fan of football, those snow games, like that's what the Mafia like lives for. Like this is what we're about. However, when it comes to people's safety, not just the players, just the fans going and everyone else, it just doesn't make sense to try to travel and spend this time in the snow when it's this bad. I mean, if it was just like it started snowing on Sunday or like that one snow game against the Colts a couple years ago, that was pretty bad, but it wasn't like what we got right now. But the NFL and the Browns and the Bills, they all talked and they thought the best thing would be to go to Detroit. Think about it. It sucks for us because we only had 8 home games this year, 8 home games, 9 away. Now we got 7 home games, 10 away games, and they're not going to make that up to us next year. So we lose a home game. And, that kind of stinks because a lot of Bills fans were going to go to that game. They probably can't go to Detroit. But regardless, we're playing in a dome, no elements, which fits to our, heavy pass style of football. Does, man. And
they should build a dome.
And we play in Detroit on Thursday as well. But, here's the thing. The Browns, they have a very good running attack. And, we've shown that we can stop the run. We held Derrick Henry to 25 rushing yards. We stopped Baltimore from running the ball with Lamar Jackson. We had a bad game against the Packers, but we were up by so much, and we're like, they want to run the ball, run the clock out. We're just going to let them run. And they got 200 yards on us. And the next week against the Jets, we give up 175. So then it's like, okay, now it's becoming a habit. And then last week we got ran over too. However, we got leaders like Vaughn on this defense. This isn't something that's going to stay.
Yeah, he's going to push the softness out, man.
Exactly. And with Josh Allen,
he's been a little soft.
He's like terrible for 2 weeks and 2.5 weeks. But every player, every quarterback has had stretches. Last year, Mahomes was 5-4, 21 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. At the same point this year, Josh is 6-3, 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
Bring the stats, baby. Okay.
And here's the other thing. He's got 6 picks in the last 3 games, 2, 2, and 2. That's the first time in his career that's happened. So this isn't going to be an all-year thing. He's going to bounce back. The team's going to bounce back. They're a million times better than the Browns. Anything can happen, but they're going to make the right adjustments to stop the run. We're missing Tremaine Edmonds, but we got AJ Klein back, who knows the system, who was very good in the run stopping. If we come out in the nickel, it won't be too smart. You got to come out in the 4-3 because you got to show that you're not just going to stay in the nickel all day and get ran over. But we'll be fine. We're going to bounce back. Josh is going to bounce back. We're going to light up the skies. I think it's going to be a blowout. And then we're going to start a run, getting into the 3 division games in a row. And then I think this whole rest of the season, the AFC East is going to be a bloodbath. The Patriots, I think we're all going to make the playoffs. Like, I don't think it's ever happened before, but
That'd be legendary.
I sincerely think we're all going to. And, whether, sure, we won the last 2 divisions. It's nice because the Patriots won it for 20 years straight. I don't want to give up that title yet because we just started winning it. But when it all comes down to it, if you all make the playoffs, if all 4 of us make the playoffs, that's all that really matters as far as getting to the Super Bowl. But I mean, like I said, division title, you got to win your division. That's the best thing to do because then you get guaranteed a playoff home game, and then if you get the 1 seed, I mean, that's one less game you got to play. Other teams could get injured that game before, so then you have more of an edge. So it's all get that 1 seed and see what happens at least, so Kansas City doesn't get it. You know what I mean? But I'm taking up too much time on the Bills. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're good, bro.
But
I think it's.
I was gonna say I got the Bills, and we're gonna bounce back and make a run. And real teams learn from adversity like this, and I think they're going to.
Yeah, man. I think it's awesome that the AFC East is this competitive. I think it's gonna it does suck. Like, I wanted the Dolphins to be a little bit more further ahead, but I agree. I think there's a scenario where I need to see how it plays out with divisional games, and I just don't think we're all gonna finish this close to over 500. You know what I'm saying? I think the Bills, it is Q. The Dolphins and the Bills should probably start riding the ship soon. If they're gonna do it, it's gonna be against Cleveland. That team sucks, bro. I honestly was dang, this was a blowout for the Dolphins last week, and I was that team just sucked. That's what the narrative's been all week. We're happy that the Dolphins beat a team finally like they were supposed to. We beat a crappy team like we were supposed to. So I'm not gonna sit here and say this is a team that's gonna come and steal one from the Bills, bro. You guys have dropped 3 games in a row?
2
games in a row.
We played like shit for the second half of the Green Bay game, but we won, and then we lost the last 2.
Well, I'm saying it almost feels like 3 weeks in a row. You know what I'm saying? It feels like it's been 4 weeks since there's been good Buffalo Bills football. I'm not saying you guys are gonna lights out dominate the Browns, because they are gonna try to lull you to sleep with that big run game. But I don't know, bro. I gotta rock the Bills, man. Just for you, bro.
Love it. Oh, Q, we both picked the Commanders.
Yeah, I rocked with the Commanders, but I just don't think the Texans have enough firepower to beat most teams, man. They can hang with a little bit, but I don't know. The Commanders they've got enough moxie to beat them out, man.
Yeah. Watson, I don't agree, man. I know you're not an Allen fan, but like I said,
the jury's out on Allen, baby.
The jury wasn't out on Mahomes last year. So, I mean,
there were some foolish people, bro, who were like, oh, this is what Patrick Mahomes happens without an offensive line. I'm like, dude, you just said the answer to your own question, bro, without an offensive line. Poor Patty Mahomes, man.
Yeah. And here's the thing, I don't excuse crappy play for any player, but everyone's entitled. It happens to everybody. And, like I said, if you watch Josh Allen play, you take the good with the bad. So you have a bad game where he throws 2 picks that are uncharacteristic, and then, he does what he does in the playoffs like he did last year and puts a team on his back and, beats the Titans 41-7.
If you lose to the Browns in the Dome, though, bro, I'm going to have to poke a little fun at you, man. A little bit, bro.
Hey, I hear you. I hear
that's
you.
Because that just plays all if you lost to the Browns in the snow, all right, bro, it's a snow game. A snow game is literally anyone's game, bro. And it favors the run heavy team. But this is the Allen Dome game, bro. This should be the game where you guys rectify the passing attack, bro. I'm not saying it's a bad thing if you guys don't go for 500 passing yards, but if you lose to the Brownies, I don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say that's what's actually happening, bro. But there are gonna be more and more trolls, and I hope people in Buffalo are ready for
funny. And like I said,
because if it's 3 weeks in a row, bro, it sucks, bro. He's not regressing, but it is there's gonna be the questions of how much pieces he has around him, bro.
Yeah, real quick, Q, before I get back into that, we went Eagles, Colts, Bears, Falcons, Jets, Patriots, Commanders, Texans, Rams, Saints, Browns, Bills. And just to reiterate what Adam was saying, you can't be regressing if you were top of the league for 6 weeks in a row, and then you had a lull of 3 bad games, and the season's not over. So that's not regressing. It's just shooting yourself in the foot. And the 3 games we lost were by a total of 8 points. And all 3 of those games, we had the chance to win. So it wasn't that we couldn't win the games because we're not a better football team. It's just the cookie didn't crumble. But
I'm saying it's only been 2 weeks, bro. Like it's that it's not, you guys aren't the Chargers, bro.
No. Yeah, like I said, I won't be surprised if we went out. I won't be surprised if Allen plays like he did the first 6 weeks. But, I expected us to lose 3 or 4 games this year anyway. But even if we beat, we kill the Browns and the Lions, it's the Browns and the Lions. So I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, the Bills are back to what they're supposed to be. That will be figured out in the three games in a row when you play the division. So winning these 2 games are important, but they should do it. That's why you're the Super Bowl favorite. You got to beat these teams. Then you got the 3 tough division games. But if all these guys want to talk Bills, I got my Bills pregame tomorrow. So I expect all you guys back supporting me tomorrow on my pregame. But
Red, White, and Bills is always ready for the smoke, man. So
you guys can let me have it. I hear you.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. If you want to pop on the pregame show tomorrow, he'll prove to you why the Bills will win.
Yes, sir.
A little further in depth.
Oh, yeah. Panthers, Ravens. Now, this one is easy for me. It's probably easy for everybody out there. Lamar Jackson. You could say this. I mean, are people saying Lamar's regressing? Lamar had MVP game for 3 weeks, and then he played like a bum for the last 5. But he's Lamar, so nobody says nothing. But Lamar is an amazing quarterback. He's a top quarterback in the league. He's probably the best athlete in the league. And the Ravens, they got their defense is finally playing what they should be playing. Their offense, yeah, they're missing some guys, but they'll make it happen. They got that dude, Mark Andrews, and they're just gonna destroy the Panthers.
He's questionable, bro.
It's not even gonna be. Oh yeah, that's right. He is questionable. He's on my fantasy team. Good point. But I mean, even with Lamar being out, we've seen Huntley come in. That's his name, right? Huntley.
Yeah.
We've seen him go in and run amazing and make some beautiful passes. So and he's had experience coming in for Lamar with injury. So I still would get the Ravens on that, even if Lamar doesn't play.
Yeah, it's like the illness, bro. It might be another little poop game for Lamar, man. He might be having a little tummy problems. I don't know what it is. But if Lamar doesn't play, bro, like I was already like, that's one of the games that I need the Dolphins. Like as a Dolphins fan, the Panthers winning would go for us pretty nice. Jets versus Pats, bro. We both went Patriots, man. We got to rock there. Sorry, man. But for the Panthers, like Ravens, my brain wanted to go to the Ravens, bro. But if they're this banged up a little bit with Gus Edwards a little questionable, Mark Andrews a little questionable, man. Even if they do play, there might be just enough disarray that this is going to be a game I'm going to say let's rock with the Panthers, man.
Right. Oh, Adam, Baker's starting. PJ's
hurt.
Baker
Mayfield, bro.
So that's even worse, actually, I think. So
it is. It really is, bro. Like Baker, especially if you have for fantasy football, bro. If you have DJ Moore, like at least PJ Walker just targets DJ Moore. Baker's
he knows you got to get to your best player.
Yeah, like he's PJ Walker's smart enough to do that. You know what I'm saying? Baker Mayfield's like, oh, let me dance around, bro. Let me figure it out, man. And freaking.
And I think Baker lost the last remaining brain cells he had, headbutting everyone on his team, trying to be. I don't know what he was trying to be funny, because you're benched. You think you're gonna just headbutt people and
hey man, that's exactly what he was thinking, bro.
I guess it worked.
That's what I did, man. When I was a second string lacrosse player, bro, in high school, the little second string varsity vibes, man. Before the game, hey, let's go, bro. Boom, headbutt, no helmet onto your helmet, bro. Like. My coach would be like, "You're an idiot, Fernando," and I'd be like, "No, man, I'm hyping up the guys. Yeah, no, just jumping in and hit the kids, bro. Like, I'm definitely an idiot. You know what I'm saying? But it was fun, bro. Like, got a hard head.
Yeah, that's true. If I want to win, I need to be perfect with the picks. Q, we've been we've been pretty solid with our picks. I mean,
He's better than I am. You can look at the record, bro.
yeah, no, we're both pretty even. But
And
I
I'm letting you
mean,
know, Q, right now, I a lot of these picks are gonna be from the heart this week, bro. But we're gonna be rooting for it, man.
but Q, remember we do one upset of the week. So Nando picked the Colts over the Eagles. So like obviously, I mean, I don't
tread
want to pick the
tread
Colts,
carefully.
but so here's my upset: the Lions versus the Giants. I was like, do I want to pick the Colts or the Steelers or the Bengals? But I saw the Lions and I was like, them Lions, I always root for them because I just love the connection they got with Dan Campbell. My senior year, my team didn't win one football game, and I just remember what it was like, and I felt like that. I felt like I can really relate with the Lions, and they play hard, man, and it's really cool to see. Even though they're bad, they're playing like everything, like how they teach you in high school, like play like it's your last friggin' play. You might never play again after this. Like they literally do that every game. And the Giants, they've only scored more than 24 points one time the whole year, and they're 7-2, which is, a lot of people give Dayball all the credit, but don't forget who's the defensive coordinator over there, Wink Martindale. So Dayball gets the credit because he's the head coach, but what's winning in the football games? The defense. So I was never a huge Dayball guy in Buffalo, and he was never
Interesting.
really
I
a
like
great
that perspective.
he was never a great offensive coordinator before Buffalo. And then, the couple Josh years, he was a great player. Everybody loved him. But I just think he gets too much credit for, the success of Josh or the Giants. So, I mean, I want to see the Lions take this win. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Like, only scoring 20 points once in the season, that's not going to win you. That's not going to win you football games. And what's then, it's tough because we looked even better with Dorsey, but Dorsey's he's going to take his lumps. Dable's been a coordinator for like 15 years. He coached at Alabama, so he had no excuse. Dorsey has an excuse because it's his first time being a coordinator. So he'll take his lumps, he'll learn, and regardless, I got DeAndre Swift going off. I got Jared Goff going off. Amon-Ra St. Brown going off.
Okay.
Hutch is going to get 3 friggin' sacks. The Lions are going to take this.
I like that. And Q, I agree. Like that, I think that really could be the upset of the week, man. Like definitely my Colts pick is my upset. That's my personal upset. But Sean, if it's okay with you, bro, I'm gonna take your pick as well.
Oh, no,
That's
no,
not my
definitely.
upset though. You know
No,
what I'm
definitely
saying?
pick it.
Because
Definitely.
I do think that the Lions could pull this out. I think the Giants have been a little bit punching above their weight in recent games. I don't think they're a true 7-2 team. I love the point that you made that it's not actually it's more so than it is like Brian Dable. It is a lot more of the defense that's been doing so well for them. Like Leonard Williams has been phenomenal. They've been doing a lot. They've been doing some pretty good things out there in New York, man. But it's not been this. They got Vanilla Vic and they got Saquon Barkley, but it's not this crazy like world beating team, So I do think the Lions can pull it out. There's no chance in hell of a revenge game for Kenny Galladay, so he'll be fine to go, man.
Oh, yeah.
Lions over underscoring 80 plus points over the next two to take. Wow.
Yeah, they're gonna score 72 against the Giants and then 8 against us. Oh man, yeah, we're the Detroit Bills this week though. They put they made the lion red and had the Bills, lying through it. So it actually looked pretty. I'll have to find it and send it to you. It looked
That's
pretty
pretty
dope.
weird and
Dope.
cool. I
Yeah,
definitely want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's wow. Like I need to see that. You got to send it, or it's
yeah, it
gonna
was
bug
pretty
me
dope.
if I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Dang.
I'll look for it when we talk about. I'll let you go first for this game.
Got you.
This is a doo-doo game of the week, and it's always the Raiders involved. I feel like Raiders Broncos.
Oh yeah, bro. Okay, I'm not a Russ guy, so it's definitely point blank a doo-doo game for me. That team is awful. At one point I said that the Raiders were going to the preseason. I said the Raiders were going to contend for the top of the AFC West, and that the Broncos were going to flounder around. I was half right. The Broncos are floundering, but the Raiders are even worse than them. Josh McDaniels is like a terrible coach. Okay. He's made Derek Carr freaking cry. Okay. Not cool, bro.
For Derek.
Hey, poor Derek, man. Free Derek Carr, man. It's fire Josh McDaniels. This guy is a bum, bro. I'm sick of it. I want as much as I want. It's tough, bro. Like this is as tough for me as the Jets game is. I'm gonna be rooting for the Raiders because I just can't stand Russell Wilson. So we're riding the Raiders, but I'm doing this for Derek Carr, man. I want Carr to get even more emotional after this and say every time Josh McDaniels called to play, I audibled out of it, man. Screw that, man. We did it. We won because of us, not because of him. Screw him.
I'm gonna coach now.
Exactly, bro. Get him out of here, bro. I'll call every play if I have to, man. We'll figure it out.
Here, keep going. I gotta try to find this.
I got you, bro. Like at the end of the day, man, like Russell Wilson has been a fraud for that team, bro. Like they've sacrificed so much draft picks. Like they traded away Noah Fant as well. Like they traded Shelby Harris. And they just resulted in nothing. Seattle is laughing at them as Geno Smith continues to perform. And then the Broncos are just not, man. And it's not like they don't have pieces. Like, yes, they lost Javonte Williams, but they still have Judy and freaking Sutton. Like, it's not terrible out there, and the defense is still good to rock. I'm sorry, you know. I just don't see a world where the Broncos are going to magically right the ship. They could probably win this game because of how bad the Raiders are. This is the battle of two inept coaches. We got Josh McDaniels versus Nathaniel Hackett, bro. These are two clowns who don't know what they're doing. And it truly is like whoever loses this game is so bad. Like it's honestly like I didn't think either of these two cats can make me like respect them like less, but honestly, like whoever loses is the respect's going down one way or another, man. I feel bad for Carr. Exactly. I saw it, man. He was like, we worked so hard. He's like, do you know what players put their bodies through week in, week out through practices, through games? I'm paraphrasing, but that's like the message he was trying to convey. It was heartbreaking, bro. Like, I am not a Raiders fan. I don't even really like Derek Carr that much. I mean, I'm totally neutral on him. But to see a guy talk about that who's clearly a captain, who cares about his team, who's played his entire life on the Raiders, what's up with the NFL breaking the Carr family, man? Like the Texans broke David Carr. They made him like sacked on sacked on sacked, left and right and up the middle and every which way direction, man. Poor man got thumped out of the league. And now Derek Carr, they're breaking his soul, bro. They broke David Carr's body physically. Now they're breaking Derek Carr mentally, bro. This is insanity, man. I hope you guys are enjoying my little rant, bro. It's poor kid.
It was
man.
a beautiful rant, and I'll pause it for. I'll go quick, and then I'll let you go first the next time too. I gotta find this. It was so cool, and I'm pissed off I didn't screenshot it.
Gotcha. That's why I was going on, man. I was trying to give you time, man.
But I got the Raiders as well. Like I said, the Broncos, their offense is just they don't do it for me. And you can see the Raiders offense, it has came alive a few times in the season. And Devontae Adams, man, he's just a beast. So Derek Carr is going to come out. I'm sure he's a guy that's very, God oriented and, soul searching and, being, like you said, putting all that effort to have this result. I'm sure he really meditated this week and he's going to come out ready and focused and ready to beat the Broncos, get a division win, even though it might not matter. Raiders got this game. And then Derek Carr is going to freaking go for 350. He's going to go for 350. And he'll be in that press conference with his head held high and be like, it feels so damn good. He'll probably shed a tear too. Be like, it feels so damn good to get a win. And then it's going to be,
I love that, man.
I might even cry too.
Dude, I would love that, bro. It's the battle of the inept coaches and battle of two religious men, I guess, because Russell Wilson, he got his little touty tout, bro. But I'm rooting for Derek Carr, man. The image you painted for me, Sean, that's what I want to see, man.
I would love it, man.
Boom.
All right. I'll let you go first again because I'm going to keep searching. Cowboys we just took a loss, an ugly loss to the Packers, just like we took an ugly loss and against the Vikings.
Yeah, no, the Cowboys versus the Vikings, man. It's whew. I think the Vikings, man, they're a team that really is starting to intrigue me in the NFC. Dak Prescott's got to show me a little more. Um, Kirk Cousins isn't this elite, crazy quarterback, but he's Kirk Thuggins right now, man, and he's commanding that offense into exactly what they need to do. Dalvin Cook is running extremely well. He's rounded back into form. Started off a little slow, but he's starting to chug along again. I loved the TJ Hawkinson trade for TJ, of course, because
That was great. Yeah.
the hot clock now gets to be in an offense where he gets to be utilized a lot more. And it's scary, man. Like Kirk Cousins has weapons, bro. Like Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, freaking TJ Hawkinson. When Irv Smith comes back off of IR, they're going to get to the playoffs. Like they'll have Dalvin Cook as well. Alexander Madison, in case that happens. They've got weapons, depth, top to bottom. Like the one thing that's been bad about Kirk Cousins in his career is if he doesn't have weapons, he can't succeed. Dude, my guy is stacked right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm going with the Vikings, man. Like they're kind of scary, bro. Like
they could probably lose out, and they could still win the division.
Yeah, the division sucks too. That's what I'm saying. Like they get time to gel this offense into perfection as well without that added pressure, man. Freaking beautiful, bro. Are you still searching for it?
Yeah, dude. Like what? Pisses me off. I'll figure it out and find. I'm sure someone else will post it, and I will get it to you. It's pretty dope, but I'll get it to you.
No worries, my friend.
So I'm gonna take a different approach for this game.
Good night, Adam.
I'm gonna say Dallas should have beat the crap out of the Packers, and we were up 27-10 to the Vikings, and we allowed them to come back. The Vikings are for real. I said this before too. A lot of people were saying like, they're frauds at 7-1. I'm like, no, they're not. They do everything right. They get the ball to the best players' hands. They play solid defense, but I think this game, the football gods are gonna even everything back out. The Cowboys shouldn't have lost last week, and the Vikings had an incredible comeback win last week, and it's just gonna level out again. Cowboys, and now the Eagles lost, so the Cowboys we got a shot at the division. We still got to play the Eagles one more time. So I'm gonna get the Cowboys for this game here.
No, it is true, and
Close game though.
Close game, man. Because Q makes a great point. Like that's going to be an awesome game to watch. I think it might be one of my favorite games to watch because that defense, bro, is ridiculous, man. Like, Micah Parsons is having a phenomenal season out there. Trevon Diggs, if he matches up against Justin Jefferson, he's going to
have to.
It's going to be fantastic to watch, though, man. Like Trevon Diggs has really locked up his defense this year after all of last offseason. People just making fun of him. They're like, oh, interceptions, but 1,000 yards, yada yada yada, and he's cleaned up a lot, bro, this year. So it'll be interesting to see how that matchup plays out.
For sure.
I'm rocking the Vikings, bro. I know you're taking the Dallas, but I think it's gonna be a close game. Like that's definitely a toss up, man.
Yeah, I will say we had a 7th round pick, Dane Jackson, who's been pretty solid, and then Christian Benford, a 6th round rookie, basically going one-on-one with Jefferson. And Jefferson caught 10 balls out of 16, but it was either out of the ones he caught. Yeah, it was out of the 10 he caught, 8 of them were 50-50 balls that he just caught. So it's like they were playing pretty solid on him, but they're not Trayvon. They're like Trayvon Diggs or Trey White or Jordan Poyer or someone that could actually play on them. Or we didn't really bracket him or anything. It was just a lot of one-on-ones, and he just caught the ball because he's an insane athlete. So it'll be interesting to see Diggs on him, who is a ball hawk. So, I mean, and we've seen Jetta have games like last week where he had 200 receiving yards basically, and then he'll have 15. So it's like it happens.
I'm saying it's gonna be
happens to everybody. Everybody was he regressing when he got 20 yards against the Eagles? Shit happens. He'll be good. But
the Vikings they got Hawkinson, bro. That's what I'm saying. They got Dalvin Cook. They've just got so many.
Thielen too, man.
Thielen too, man. Like, oh my god, It's
Yeah,
so scary, bro.
they're definitely a good team. Good thing we don't really have to worry about them in the playoffs until the ultimate game.
Yeah, I was talking to my dad. Like, I think it's Eagles Vikings NFC Championship, bro. And I think if the Vikings win, it's the best thing for whoever who plays the AFC because Kirk Cousins will lose the Super Bowl. Like he won't win the Super Bowl. It's just
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna happen. Like
I
I'm
think the
sorry.
AFC. I think the AFC's winning it regardless of who goes. I mean,
I think the
it don't
Eagles
matter if
could put
it
up
could
a
be
good fight.
one through seven. I think the Eagles.
Hurts is a baller, bro. Like Hurts is just
Yeah,
he's got that dog. He's got that. I hate that expression. Oh my god. He's got that. He's got that great mentality, man. He's got that that mentality that just he's like, I'm winning games, bro. Like I've done it and I've done it everywhere I've gone. Like I'm a winner. I'm that kind of man. I'm that kind of player, that kind of quarterback. Kirk Cousins is hi, I'm Kirk. I'm going to play a Super Bowl now.
All right, guys. Cool. How you like that one?
Dalvin,
We'll say
are we doing good, bro?
I will before we get into the next game. I will say when they were 5-0, Jalen Hurts was talking to a reporter and they were asking him like, "How does it feel?" And he's like, "Y'all didn't want to talk about us when we were 2-6. Why
I'm
talk?"
saying,
I'm
bro.
like, "What the hell do you want them to say that you guys sucked? What do you want me? Hey, how does it feel to suck?" Like,
Hey,
no,
man.
like you're 5-0. Let them be happy for you. Like, don't act all humble now when you didn't talk to us when we were 2-6. What the heck did you want them to say? You're 2-6. Nobody's gonna hype you up.
I'm I'm more of a fan of the humbleness of a Tua kind of guy, but I could see hey, if you're gonna be a douchey QB, bro, like live it up, man. Especially if you're the Philly QB, like it's they probably eat that stuff up there, man. They're
Oh
probably
yeah, they're probably the
yeah,
heaviest
oh
stuff.
yeah. I'm a Philadelphia guy, bro. I'm a beast. I love him, man.
Exactly. That's a good point. Like everybody hates us,
They're like,
So,
yeah, Philly.
oh god. And you guys all took a shot too after the game because 72 season is
Yeah,
so big.
baby. Even Larry Songkov, all deep in Alaska, man.
another
Fatash.
another year to chill. But here's a game. So when you talk about divisions, the Bills haven't won a division game. Also, the Bengals are 0-3 in the division, and they're playing the Steelers this week. TJ Watt's back. They lost to the Steelers week 1 when TJ Watt was playing. And Q mentioned Rams versus Saints. We both picked the Saints. Rams
Yeah,
are cooked. They don't got Cup, and they're just awful.
it's
This should
too
be
sad for the Rams, man. They're falling apart, bro. Two Super Bowl young over.
Aaron Donald should have took that retirement before the year, but
McVay
yeah,
might be bouncing.
they're drunk. They're drunk as hell. They're not even hungover. They're just a continuous alcoholic. Rocking
They
the drunk
woke up
every
and
week.
yeah, they're still drunk from. They're like, damn it, bro. We're fucked.
We can't do shit. But Bengals, Steelers, Chase is still gone. TJ Watt's back. The Steelers had a nice win last week against the Saints, which I didn't pick. You did. And I mean, the Bengals, they started off really slow. I think they were 0-3, right? Now they're 5-4. Jamar Chase is a huge piece, but they've been doing it without him. I'm going to go with the Bengals just because I think their offensive line finally gelled together. They looked like shit the first few weeks. They finally gelled together. Burrow, great quarterback. The Steelers, they're decent. They got decent defense. Always have a decent defense that can win them any game. But their offense, Kenny Pickett's just still getting used to it. He makes some great plays, but I think the Bengals are going to be too much for him.
I think, bro, especially if Minka just came back, man, that makes me feel even a little bit better about their defense. The return of TJ Watt, bro. He came back last week, but he was a little rusty, man.
They still won though. They win like every game that Watts.
That's what I'm saying. Just the return of him, even with the rust, man. Like he brought back that energy, that presence. But exactly, a fully healthy, good to go. That line's gonna look like meatloaf, baby.
Yeah.
Like TJ Watt. I'm ready to see this man bring back the Thunder. The 2021 Defensive Player of the Year is ready to re-rock that throne, man. It's a little too late for him to obviously to win that award, but he's gonna remind everyone why he was the 2021 champion. and why he deserved to be in the contention this year, man. I want to see TJ rock it, bro. They're gonna win this game, bro. It's gonna be insanity.
Man,
Hopefully 3
2 weeks
sacks
in
for
a
him,
row
bro.
on the Steelers.
Yeah.
Love it. And Q, I'm not disrespecting them at all. I'm just saying, like, they're in the middle of the process of a rebuild. So, like, the offense is just looking a little bit slow right now. Always got a great defense, but division games are always tough.
They are, bro. It's
Never
gonna be
know.
a battle, man.
You
Like,
never know.
I think that's why that's the difference to me. They got TJ Watt back, whereas the Bengals still don't have Jamar Chase yet for another week. In that type of a divisional battle, bro, I think they're just gonna be like, hey, man, our best guy's on the field. Where's your at? Oh, he's in that little boot. Cool beans, bro. Cool beans. Let's go flip a coin now.
Here's the other thing to think about. As far as the seventh team goes in the playoffs, it's between the Bengals, the Chargers, and the Patriots. So, I guess technically, you'd probably rather play the Patriots than the Bengals. So, it's in our rooting interest to have the Steelers win.
Yeah, I am rooting for the Steelers also as well. That's also why it favors the Dolphins, my friend. I just gotta find other reasons to support myself.
I hear you. You always got to look for it.
There we go, man.
Here's the game. So, like, before the season started, all of Chiefs Kingdom and everybody was like, this AFC West is going to be the toughest division in the whole universe.
So
and
funny.
It's like literally the worst. So
literally the worst.
Six easy division wins for the Chiefs. They got the banged up Chargers. The Chargers are the most hurt team in the NFL, or the least healthiest team. They don't even have a number 2 receiver out. Mike Williams and Keenan Allen have been hurt like the whole entire season. So, I mean, poor Herbert. I mean, it sucks when you lose everybody. I know. Poor Herbert. But you got Austin Eckler. Make something happen. Their defense has been decimated. And I don't want to brag, but preseason, everybody was like, Chargers are going to get the 1 or 2 seed. I said, every year the Chargers on paper are one of the best teams in the league, but they can never get over the hump. Their coach is I don't want to be disrespectful, but he doesn't help them out. We'll say that. And,
he's an interesting guy.
Yeah, very, very interesting. And again, they're pretty banged up, and you're seeing now that it's hard to elevate when nobody's helping you elevate yourself. So I think I hate to say it, I gotta say the Chiefs, but I mean, this division is just too easy.
It really is too easy, man. I agree though. Woodson, no excuses for little Jay Herbo, bro.
Hey, you're more than right to say that.
And man, Herbie barely loaded is bumming it out recently, man. So we talked about that earlier, man, when we talked about the Patriots Jets game. I think we do think it'd be really wild. I think that the AFC East teams all really do have a shot to make the playoffs, man.
Somebody please, sorry to interrupt you. Somebody please look that up to see if a whole division's ever made the playoffs before.
I don't believe they ever have.
I don't think so either, but someone double check because I think that'd be insane.
Because I think with recently, like 3 teams made the playoffs, and they were like, oh, only like this is like a very rare feat. So if 3 teams is rare, I've got to assume 4 is like wild.
It probably happened in like 1910 when there was like, one team in each division. They're like, oh yeah, everyone from the division made it.
Everyone made it in, bro.
Yeah, we were in.
I'm actually, I think the Chiefs are gonna win this game. It sucks. Like the Dolphins fan in me has to root for the Chargers to win, as painful as it is. I don't want to see Justin Herbert win games like that because I am a hater, bro. So on this show, I'm gonna rock with the Chiefs, man, because I realistically, if the Chargers beat the Chiefs, the Dolphins take the number 1 seed in the AFC, and that's gorgeous, man. But then I've got to hear Chargers fans say, well, we beat the Chiefs, so we're good. No.
You can never just have you can never just have it. There's always a caveat to something that happens. But let me ask you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm okay with not getting the number 1 seed though, bro. So I'll take the Dolphins. I'll take the Chiefs, man.
Yeah, I will say technically the first through the 6th seed all have a shot at the 1 seed. But I'm going to ask you just because you're a Dolphins fan, and I know even though we're friends, don't be biased here. Who would you rather have the 1 seed? between the Bills or the Chiefs. If you had to pick,
Oof.
who would you rather get the 1 seed? And don't. If you want to pick the Chiefs, you're not going to make me feel bad, but don't feel like you have to say the
No, no,
Bills.
no.
Who would you rather have?
So I'm not. I'm honestly not too brushed up on how playoff stuff works. Like whoever's the 1 seed, we wouldn't be able to play them till like the AFC Championship, correct?
So yeah, so the 1 seed
Like
they
it's
have
whoever. If the
they're up
Dolphins were the
here.
2 seed,
Yeah,
and
the Dolphins
and
will play
we wouldn't be able to play the 1 seed until how far is what I'm saying.
championship, the AFC
Okay.
championship.
So then I honestly would want the Chiefs to be I want the Chiefs to be the 1 seed just because Buffalo in the AFC Championship, that's a divisional game. That's too much for me to sweat out, man. Like it's
Yeah,
I'm getting like my heart in my throat right now just thinking about it. My hands are getting clammy like
yeah, man.
oh,
Division
but
like
like
when we played the
oh
Patriots, I was like, shit, that's the third time we're gonna play them this year. Like, I don't like the thought of like playing the same team 3 times.
that's what I'm saying. It's me being a little soft, man, but I don't want to have that guaranteed Buffalo's in my way to
Yeah.
win the Super Bowl. I'm a coward, bro. But I'll take the
No.
Chiefs and the number 1 seed. Hey, man.
So
It's
if the season ended right now, before we get into the last game, you guys play the Patriots, we play the Titans, the Jets play the Ravens, and then the winner of the Jets Ravens would play the Chiefs, and then the winner of whatever. So you could potentially, or the Patriots could potentially, and if we win too, if it was the end of today, would play 2 division games going into the AFC Championship. That'd be insane.
dang.
And then if the Jets somehow won that, you'd play literally 3 division games going into the Super Bowl.
So I'm saying it's too much,
That'd
bro.
be
It's too
insane, dude,
much.
wouldn't it?
It's like I agree. It is games like that that make moments and create legends, bro. But I think the same could be said like if we play the Bills like in the division, like I think if the Bills, honestly, if you guys beat us in the divisional round, like it's what you guys are expected to do. You know what I'm saying? But if the Dolphins beat the Bills in the divisional round, like that's a moment where Tua gets to hang his little Samoan nuts, bro, on it out, bro, and he gets to go out there, baby. Like,
Tua
like
wouldn't. He's
there's
too sweet. He would never lay his nuts on somebody.
that's what I'm saying, bro. But that's what I'm saying. He wouldn't even do it if we won the AFC Championship. So what's the
He'd just be like,
reward factor? You know what I'm saying? Like he's still gonna be like, well, the job's not done yet, bro, which I love. So like, but at that point, and then what's the risk? I'm getting crushed for the next year, knowing that damn, we were a step away and we allowed the Bills to go into the Super Bowl, bro. And I can't do that, man.
could you
I'm
imagine?
too cowardly, bro.
Could you imagine if it
I'll own up
ended
to that.
with you the first round? You guys play the Patriots. It's like the whole time, the whole week prior, you'd be thinking like, damn, if we lose this game to the Patriots, we're never gonna hear the friggin' end of it. But at the same time, you might want that game because then it's like if you beat them and you win your first playoff game in a long time, you can talk shit for the whole year. And even if you lose the next round, you could talk shit. And you got that, we finally won a playoff game in a long time off your back.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, bro. And if we play the Bills in the division and we get the 2nd seed, bro, that means that we're on top of you guys. That means our first playoff game and our first playoff win would be against the Buffalo Bills. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm okay with that, bro. I'm taking that, man.
I love the Q said, it makes the legends and makes the great moments because
That is
it's hard to
valid,
play.
man.
You know the team you're playing. It's insanely hard to play the same team 3 times, and the playoffs are the playoffs. It gets you nervous as fuck all the time, and I mean I don't want to look forward to the playoffs because that means football's almost over regardless.
Right.
Like I remember thinking like when it was the last game of the year, I was like, wow, no matter we're guaranteed at the most 4 more games. And at the least we have 1 more game. I said, I don't even want to think about that. And the season's halfway over right now. So
Already, man.
it's like, oh man, I don't even want to begin. But playoffs will be fun. And if everything ended today, it'd be Dolphins, Patriots, Bills, Titans, Jets, Ravens, Chiefs with the bye. And then, the reason before, I know we're talking off script, but one more thing. The reason why I want the 1 seed especially is because we had a bye in week 6. We've been hurt really badly all season, and I'm thinking like if we make it, make it to the playoffs, you're playing 12 games in a row without rest.
Oy.
And it's like I would like that 1 week of rest, but at the same time, we came off slow off the bye again. Do I really want the bye? But then it's like you got the home field and Kansas City doesn't. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out, and hopefully for every team remains healthy. And
I'm going to
then
wherever the playoffs are. Like for the Dolphins, like I don't
you
care.
got
Like,
to. I want to go to a playoff game so bad. It's got to be insane.
I'll drive, fly, and walk, whatever I need to do, man. Like
Whatever it takes.
whatever it takes. Bro. I'll go to Kansas,
Yeah.
Buffalo, like anywhere, man. Like it's not even a question.
That's one thing I want to do in my life before I die. Go to a playoff. I'm not gonna say Super Bowl because I looked up Super Bowl tickets and like the cheapest one's like $15,000. So I'm like, yeah, maybe
Oh
not.
man.
I was like, maybe not.
I thought it was 7,000. I was like, okay, man. Like whatever plan I was starting to create in my head, you literally just doubled it. You just literally doubled whatever process I had to wait for. Like, let's say I was like, in 2 years I'll go to the Super Bowl. 4 years? No, now it's 4 to 8 years, not 2 to 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Get a new credit card. That's like got like a 10,000 limit. You max it out and then take like 5 cash out and go to a.
Hey man, and hypothetically, if I were ever to commit fraud, man, that would be the one situation where it'd be definitely worth being banned from a bank, man. Like,
well, now the FBI
hypothetically.
All right, Niners versus the Cards. I'm gonna make this quick and simple.
Niners versus the credit cards, baby.
Niners, baby. I got the Niners. McCaffrey's a beast. Kittle's a beast. Garoppolo's a guy. I mean, that deep Nick Bosa is just. I wish I was Nick Bosa sometimes because like he's a freaking freak of nature,
monster,
like,
bro.
Oh my god! And yeah, you got Fred Warner.
Went to St. Thomas, man, right down the road from here, man. Like where I live, it's freaking. He's a monster, bro.
Appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Good luck to the Steelers.
Good luck on your picks, bro. Hopefully.
Yeah, good luck on your picks too, for sure.
We'll be rocking, man.
Yeah, I got the Niners.
Yeah, I'm getting the Niners as well, my friend. It's the Nick Bosa, bro. Like him and Joey, man. Like they right down the street from St. Thomas, man. Like I gotta watch them like play and absolutely demolish my high school. They're freaks of nature, man. And like I had Stoney Michelle, Isaiah McKenzie going to my school, like Brian Burns going to my school, and they weren't even. Yeah, man. Like I was saying, it was them versus the Bosas, and Bosa's absolutely bodied us, bro. Like they still won. Like St. Thomas still won by 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. Like Nick Bosa is a different beast, and I'm so glad that the Dolphins traded the 49ers pick because I can finally just cheer for a good football team like San Francisco. They're gonna destroy Kyler Murray's a bum, bro. Like it's that little midget, man. He's it doesn't have it in him, bro. Go back to playing Call of Duty, my friend, because the San Francisco 49ers are going to win.
They're going to wipe the floor with you. I do got to ask before we get out, did you ever go to Isaiah McKenzie's restaurant out in Florida?
I actually just did, bro. La Traila, man. I got you right. I can share this little video. I'm on my YouTube right now.
Yeah,
yeah, dude. It was actually such good barbecue food, man. I had they had a 4-person meal, like a 6-person meal, or like an 8-person meal. And then obviously you could choose like different little meats. So I had the brisket, I had little pork ribs, man, and some one other meat, man. I forgot what it is right now, bro. But the pork was so good. I had this little sauce on it. It was honestly just phenomenal little dish, man. I was on live streams. That's why I couldn't find it. La Traila right here, baby. It was a pretty cool little spot as well. I went to play golf with my dad and my brother, and then we were like, hey, we're hungry, bro. It's like, we're right next to this place. Let's go check it out. And it worked out, bro. I think I have access to share on the screen.
I got confused for a sec when you said play golf. I was like, wait, it's winter here. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's in Florida.
No, maybe we're good. We play golf year round, my friend.
That's
the
right.
food was actually phenomenal. The barbecue sauce was excellent as well. And here it is, my friend.
Oh,
the eye with the wind.
Hey, look at that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Look at this. It was perfect, bro. And look at the little sides, the mac and cheese, the cornbread, and the beans were so good.
The eye with the moon.
They had the little beers, they had little smoothies inside as well, little shakes. Like it was fire, bro. Honestly, it was amazing. Like it definitely anyone down here, definitely check it out. He even had little like they were like little lighters and little packs of gums and little Tic Tacs with little like his little image on it. So if you wanted to take like a little souvenir, it was pretty cool, bro. Like Isaiah McKenzie, well, he was hilarious at Heritage, bro. Like that was such a clown act, bro. Just to have your little stuff on like little lighters and stuff. But it was also cool, bro. If I owned a restaurant, like I would do the same thing, man. So, if you're ever down here, bro, definitely check it out, man. It was.
I got to. I got to come down there at least for a visit, and definitely we'll check that out. Because
you're the one who told me that he catered for like the entire Bills game, right?
I think he did that once.
Yeah, for the Bills Dolphins game he did, bro. That must have been phenomenal, man. It was delicious food, bro.
Now it's 12:33 and I'm starving now. Thanks to
sorry, bro. I might eat up some leftovers of something.
For sure. But wrapping it up, final thoughts. I'll let Nando go first. What are your final thoughts for tonight?
Good week of football for ahead, bro. Like there's some awesome games. Like that Vikings Cowboys game is gonna be an awesome offensive defensive battle, man. Be cool for me as a Dolphins fan on the bye week to just snipe a couple games and see how teams around the league look competitive wise. I get to watch that Chargers Chiefs game. It's gonna be a fun little primetime game. Like I get to watch how the 49ers start shaping up. The Texans, if they truly are as bad, if the Commanders can beat them, little stuff like that. The Jets Patriots game, a lot of implications. Just a lot of good football games. Steelers Bengals, nice little divisional match. Enjoy the weekend. You know, the World Cup starts this Sunday as well. Shout out to the Toa Samoa rugby team, man. I will actually be watching that little final, man. It's gonna be a good weekend of sports, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited, man. Thanks for always for bearing with me, you know, with the timing of the episodes, man, bro. But I'm glad we gotta pop this one off, man. I think it's one of we always improve every week, man. So I think this is our best one yet.
Absolutely, we're a team, and we'll always make it happen. And you know, we're streaming on both platforms always. So if you're on mine,
definitely subscribe to Red White and Bills, bro. Check them out, man.
For sure. And like I said, you guys can come in and you can talk. You know, as long as you're watching, you can talk shit. I don't care. Engage. And I don't expect Dolphins fans to come on my videos and be like, "Oh yeah, the Bills are the best team ever." come talk. I love the interaction. And I honestly think half my followers are probably Dolphins fans. So believe it or not,
I'm ready to rock, man.
Yeah. So it's like, you know,
support, bro.
Every fan base is welcome. You know, I just love talking football, especially the Buffalo Bills. I love opportunities to work with good people like Nando here. And like I said, if you're on my platform watching, go check out Nando Talk. It takes 2 seconds. It doesn't cost any money. All you got to do is press the subscribe button. It helps Nando out. Then you press the bell notification so you can know when he goes live, when we go live. And then, you know, like I said,
yeah, man.
Check out
the Red, White, and Bills, baby. You know, he said you're going tomorrow. You're going to be breaking down the game, man. If you're on the Nando Talk, bro, definitely check him out, man. You know, if you want to rile up his feathers, feel free, man, as a Dolphins fan. But if not, just go talk some football, bro. It's always fun. You know, it's always a good time.
Love it. And yeah,
once a week we're here, man, where we'll be kicking it off and we'll be talking some football
every week. And then, you know, thanks for tuning with us late. We really appreciate you. Crazy schedules, but let's just talk about it briefly for next week. Thanksgiving's on Thursday, so maybe we should try to do this. Maybe like Tuesday.
I was about to say because Wednesday's
family and stuff.
Yeah, Tuesday would probably be a nice time to rock. Tuesday at night I can't. I'm just usually a little wiped out from clock blockers in the morning, honestly. Like that's Steven. I love you, Steven, if you ever see this, bro. But you'll work me those shows, man. Sometimes they go like 5 hours, 6 hours, and I'm dead, bro.
That's true. Yeah, well, if not before
Tuesday evening, if not for sure Wednesday, man. Like we need to. Well, I mean, if you said you had family coming in, bro, no matter what,
we'll come in Thursday, so we'll be good.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking, we can go Tuesday evening, and I'll plan a nap or something. You know what I'm saying? I'll be good to go.
You heard it here, church people. Tuesday or Wednesday?
Man, Tuesday for sure. No, we're going Tuesday, bro.
Tuesday. All right. Have your picks ready. And follow along with us. We got our little thing down here saying follow along with us. Let us know how you did this week. Again, subscribe to both channels. Like the video out. Appreciate you for all the love. Go Bills. Go Dolphins. Go every
Go
team
Dolphins,
that you
baby.
support. Appreciate it. Love all you guys. See you next week.
Bam. See y'all.